Hey everybody, it's Grace. I actually just started recording this video and I got a long way into talking into it and I already started crying and then I realized that my camera wasn't recording. So we're gonna start again. As you can probably tell from this title, this is a more serious video. This is not for anyone to feel bad for me. This is just for me to explain, mostly for me, to make me feel better about it, to make me understand it more. This is just me explaining everything and where I am now, where I was that. So I'm just gonna talk about that now. In 7th grade, I wasn't in classes with most of my friends that I made 6th grade year. And so I feel like that is where it started going downhill. By the end of 7th grade, I started getting the feeling that I wasn't meshing well with other people, and see, I'm tearing up again. I started feeling that feeling of where you're not necessarily literally alone, but you are figuratively. At least that's what I felt. And in 8th grade is when I started really having my problems. They weren't big problems. I only had a very, very small group of friends, but even then they were my friends in school. I never really hung out with them. They were the people that I thought of as my friends, but they had their separate friend groups that they would hang out with out of school, and I was not in those groups. And when I think about it now, even then I did not want to go out, be a part of these groups, because whenever I did, which was summer of 7th grade year, even when I was there, sometimes no one would even talk to me. And where one of my many tics comes from, if you've been around me and we're in a group of people and I, for some reason, get really loud and some people will call it annoying. I admit that I'm probably being annoying. I am always the loudest person. The reason why I do that is because I need to make myself known that I am there. Because if I do not, then I start freaking out and I start feeling like I will be pushed behind and forgotten about. And so instead of being that, I put all of my anxiety into that energy and make a fool out of myself, because then people are paying attention to me and people are knowing that I'm there and they're focusing on me, and I know that people are, and so I don't feel like I am being forgotten. I'm sorry that I'm crying. In 8th grade, I started freaking out. At the end of the year, I started getting very, 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 very anxious because I knew that I was not going to be going to school with these people that I had been going to school with, some since preschool, all of them since kindergarten. And I cannot handle change well. For some reason, I made myself believe that none of them would talk to me after I left. I'm sorry that I'm crying so much. I convinced myself that once I left, no one would talk to me because they would forget about me, because I felt like everyone at that school just thought of me as this weird, annoying attention whore, I guess, because like I said, I needed to be loud. I needed to be, and because of what I said. And so the day before freshman year, I cried myself to sleep because I was going to a new school where I knew absolutely nobody, pretty much, which was very good and very bad because I was able to remake myself, not necessarily into someone different, but into the me that I wanted to be, because the people that I went to school with started getting an image of me that I did not want to be. And so going to this new school let me be the person that I kind of wanted to be. I met very, very nice people at this school. I met some of my absolute best friends that I could ever imagine. I met 3 very, very special ladies. I met my best friends, Hannah, Joy, and Ashley. I also met, oh, and I'm gonna get really emotional, so sorry babe if you're watching this, but here's your emotional girlfriend talking about you. I met my boyfriend Chase, and I don't think that I've met a single person who's let me be more me. He gets me in a way that I don't get me. If that makes any sense, I don't know if it does. So yeah, so high school has been great so far, but I still do have quirks, and I'm shaking, do you see that? Okay, so that's mostly that out of the way. Another thing is I get really bad panic attacks, and it's very hard for me to understand what's going on with me. A very wonderful lady named Bella, I've known her for 5 or 6 years now. She's so wise, and she keeps me together, and she is the absolute best giver of advice that I could ever imagine. She helps me understand this. And I don't even know if she knows that she's helping me understand this, but she helps me understand it. If I have plans and I can't find the shirt that I've been wanting to wear, I will freak out and I will just lay on my bed. Instead of finding another shirt that I want to wear, I will freak out and say that I can't go anymore. It's stuff like that that drives me insane, because I don't want to do that. I want to go hang out with my friend. I force myself to not, and I wish that I could control it, and I wish that I could just say, Grace, just freaking put on another shirt and just go. But I can't. It's honestly sucks, because I miss out on so much stuff that I want to do, but I don't do it because I'm afraid of what might happen or what has happened, and I can't handle it. One of my tics of anxiety, which drives me the most insane, is that I make myself believe that every single thing going wrong is the end of the world. And this is a very long video about me mostly just crying, but what I have learned about how to deal with it is mostly sometimes a change is good. I surrounded myself with the right people, and so I am so much happier than I was 4 years ago. And I have been able to kind of push myself through it and get where I am now. I still have little, very minor kinks. I still have anxiety, but I am aware of it now. And so I can be like, Grace, you are okay. Just breathe and go through with it. And so if this entire video is insane, the one thing that I want to say is that it is possible to get better. There's no reason to feel like there isn't. You just have to find the right people and find the right place where you feel like you are you, and spend all your time there. Please, if you take anything from this video, I know this video is completely weird, but find people that make you happy and hold on to them, and find something that makes you happy and hold on to that. That's pretty much all that I want to say. And so I'll see you guys next week for my new video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.